Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. So, in molecular docking studies, many researchers focus mainly on one thing, that is the docking score. And they usually select the ligand that shows the highest docking score and think that it will be the best inhibitor for the target protein. But the important question is whether docking score alone enough to select the best ligand, or should we also pay attention to the binding interaction between the ligand and the protein. In this video, I will explain why both of them are important in virtual drug screening. So, first let us understand what a docking score actually means. A docking score is the estimate of the binding affinity between a ligand and a protein. Most docking programs express this value in kilocalories per mole or simply a docking score. And a more negative docking score means stronger binding affinity between the ligand and the protein. For example, imagine that we have docked two ligands with the same protein. The ligand A shows a docking score of minus 9.2 and the ligand B shows a docking score of minus 7.8. So based on this docking score alone, we would normally select ligand A because it appears to bind more strongly to the protein. But do only strong binding means the ligand will inhibit the activity of that protein? No. Even if it may bind more strongly, it may not be a good inhibitor. And you can compare it with the lock and keys. Suppose you have with you a lock and a bunch of keys, and you are trying to open the lock. Some keys may look like or mimic the original keys. It also fit well into the lock pocket and also may rotate properly within the lock pocket, but it may not open the lock because some key interactions are missing. Okay, so just like this, a few key protein ligand interactions or bonds are essential for the modulation of the protein activity. Okay, but important question is, how will you know about this key interaction for a particular target protein? And it's very simple. You just need a reference ligand for that. It may be a substrate for that protein or a already known inhibitor. Okay, but this reference ligand should be available as a co-crystallized form with that target protein. For that, I suggest you better you visit the protein data bank and get that kind of PDB ID where this reference molecule is attached or co-crystallized with this protein molecule. And also you can check the associated research article. You will get all information about this key interaction which make this ligand a good substrate or inhibitor. And then you compare the interaction of your top hits or ligands which have been shortlisted based on the docking score and with that of the reference ligand, and then compare and justify or analyze. For better understanding, you can also go through our this recently published research article where we have explained it elaborately. In this article, we have compared the binding pattern of NADH, which is a cofactor for lactate dehydrogenase A enzyme, and telmisartan. You know, it's one antihypertensive drug used to treat hypertension, and we have compared that binding pattern of telmisartan is comparable with the binding pattern of NADH. That means same kind of interaction. So it can mimic NADH, it can bind in that pocket, and it can also competitively inhibit the lactate dehydrogenase A activity. Okay, and after that justification, we actually test telmisartan whether it can inhibit the activity of lactate dehydrogenase A in vitro experiment, and we found that it inhibit the activity of lactate dehydrogenase A by competitively inhibit the NADH. So computational study is only for screening, initial screening. Finally, you need to validate through in vitro experiment. Okay, and for that binding interaction is very important. So if you really want to find a good inhibitor which will work in real in vitro or wet lab experiment, follow a combined approach. So that's all. Thank you for watching. If you are interested in molecular docking, virtual screening, and computer-aided drug design tutorial, please subscribe to this channel for more educational content. Thank you.